Hello and welcome to FountainFX on Tuesday the 28th of October 2014. We're looking at the US dollar Swiss franc trade that we've got running at the moment. Price, as you can see here on the 1 hour chart, did come in very much sideways move, a bit range bound when it reached this level at the 0.9540, which was our entry level. Our sell order was up here. Price then promptly, fortunately, fell quite rapidly. So the trade was triggered last Thursday. Friday sort of went sideways with it. Monday, fortunately, started to move down. So now we are looking at a trade where price is now, it has been 50 points in profit. It's now currently 40 points up on this particular trade. We have a trend line running down. Now that trend line was based on the 4 hour chart. If we just flick over to that, and we can see, just looking on the 4 hour chart, yes, that trend line is still partially valid, but you can see that it's starting to break this particular trend line. But we're still seeing that we're creating lower lows as prices push down. It does look like it's really struggling to get down. We can see that if we look at the momentum with which price fell from originally, and that's the reason why we took that trade. Price has been sort of struggling here. However, it's not necessarily the right time to sort of jump out of this particular trade. What have we actually done to protect ourselves? Well, I've moved my stop to my entry, so you can see the dotted line there. So I'm now in a free trade. So if price comes back, takes me out, it hasn't cost me anything. So that's another key thing to look at, to take out your risk when you're trading. So we're in profit, 40 points, but I've got zero risk. So should price come all the way back up, yes, I haven't lost anything. But the idea is to actually gain something. So we need to be aware of at which point do we close the trade and bank some profit, or at which point do we allow it the room to move in order to keep, hopefully keep moving towards our target, which is down here at this area of support, so the 0.94 level. Well, price is currently at 0.9490, roughly around there. So if we go, or in fact 0.95, it's just broken below that level. So if we flick over to the news, we can see, looking at the news today, that for the US dollar Swiss franc trade, there's US dollar news coming out today that's significant. So at 2:30 today, core durable goods, and at 4 o'clock there's CB consumer confidence. Now, what happened last month was they were negative. They were very, especially if you look at the durable goods orders, minus 18.4, and 0.4 was there. So if you look at that side, is that if we get some more negative news on the US dollar, that will be good for our trade, or we would expect it to be good for our trade, and push the US dollar down. So based on that, we need to that's why I've just moved my entry, my stop to my entry, and it's given us some space to allow for price to move should it wish to today. I would expect price will push up to some degree in anticipation of the news to come out, and then if it is negative news, it will then start to sell off. You've also got the buy the rumour, sell the news principle, because there is some major news coming out in the US dollar, so expect probably some movement prior to the news coming out, and but we shall see. So it's about watching this particular trade, seeing how it pans out, and managing it so that you don't lose out. It would be tough to see a 50-point profit turn into a 50-point loser. So it is all about managing the trade once you're in it. And that's it from FountainFX. We shall catch up on this tomorrow and see exactly how it's turned out. Thank you. Bye-bye.